Well, hey folks, it's Tom here, and I'm going to reveal to you my secret weapon. In addition to all the copywriting skills I have that you can get at copywriting901.com, there's a specialized part of this that's just hard to do. You need to understand about it, but it's just hard to come up with ideas all the time. So this is my secret weapon. This is, let me show you what goes on here. Let's say, I sell public speaking stuff. So I'm going to put in public speaking in here in this box and hit generate, which is it generate 837 potential headlines that has something to do with public speaking. 10 tips to master public speaking. Finally, public speaking tricks exposed. Warning, you're losing money by not using public speaking. Now, so you need to change these just slightly to make sure that they read correctly. But anyway, there's 837 of them right here. And it also, you can double click on these and edit them. And then you can click these, the ones you really like, you can click these add buttons. Now, and then it throws them up into my titles, which is, I did this earlier, so there's one there. But you can, let's say I like this 10 tips or, let's see, boost your sales by public speaking in just 1 week. Let's say I like that. I click add. It throws it over here into my titles. And I can edit it right here. I can add keywords to it so I can find it later if I get tons of them. I can put notes about it, when I would want to use this and so forth, or when I have used it. And I can rate it on how well it did. And then if I'm happy with all that, I, insert title, and there it is into my favorites, or to my titles. And see, I didn't put any tags or notes on it on either one of these examples, so you don't see anything there. But that's where you would start, because I know I've been doing this so long, I might have used a headline 4 years ago and forgot all about it. But now that's all gone because I can save them in here. Okay, so let's go back to the builder. The next thing here is Swipe Bank. And this is 350,000 headlines. And since I didn't clear it from when I was just testing the recording out here, there's 226 real headlines that have been taken off the internet with regard to public speaking. And keep in mind, public speaking, everybody hates it, so there's not as much as other topics. But the thing includes 350,000 headlines on all kinds of topics: dog training, archery, leadership, anything you can think of. So, and the other thing, this also gives you ideas on what to write on, because just the name, 3 ways to deal with fear of public speaking. You take 3 of your top tips, write an article about it. And when we say swipe, it's very common that, you can't copyright headlines or titles to books or anything. So having this, nobody can copyright this and get you in trouble. So you just use it the way it is. So that's the Swipe Bank. Then this is really cool, the news headlines. So if you put public speaking in here, which I did earlier, and hit search, it searches Google and Bing news for the latest things that have come up with public speaking. And there's 58 of them here. And this brings up something I've been teaching for the last several years called newsjacking. See, if you want to get a higher response on your blog postings and articles and stuff, you have a much better chance if you're doing it about something that's already in the news in credible places. So this searches the current news for you. And if you slide over here, you can actually click to the different articles to get ideas and to even mention, it's a credibility builder if you say, well, as they reported in Forbes, blah, blah, blah. Well, you have the article right there at your fingertips, so you don't have to go searching for this stuff. So that's the news headlines, and then I showed you my titles earlier. So this is just, this thing's dirt cheap, but this is only phase 1 of my secret weapon. Let me show you phase 2 and see if I can pause this thing. Okay, folks, this is phase 2 of my secret weapon. And This is an analyzer that analyzes, and it must be magic because I don't know how these geeks make algorithms to configure this stuff out. But anyway, it analyzes your title of your blog posting. The same thing with the generator. Before it could be blog postings, it could be names of videos, it could be headlines for sales letters or subheadings for sales letters. So you can use these for all kinds of things. But this analyzes it to tell you the best chance of it working. All right, so right in here I've put in how to be great at public speaking. That's headline. And I go over here and I click Analyze. And it goes through and it gives me an overall score. This is out of 100. That's funny, 69.04. Now let's look at some of these things. Here's the title right here. And then here's a thing called power words. Now if you go up here and click, you get a thing called the Power Words database. It's got 1,783 power words that have been determined to help move people to action or to push them emotionally, because most purchases are based in a great part on emotion. So here's a whole list of them, 1,783. So it tells you, which ones of those you've got in your headline or your title, whatever it is. We'll close that. And it tells you the number of characters. Now that's important because we like to keep subject lines in emails to 50 characters or less. It tells you the number of words. Now that's not a rating. Most of these are out of 100. But that's just the number of words in case you want to keep to a certain number of words in a in a certain, like title bars to web pages. There's ranges of words you want to stay in. Power score is 57 based on the words that were in my headline. Great is a power word. How to is a power word, so forth. So it gives me my power score. My length score is 90, which is very good, so it's about the right length. Now this is called sentiment score. This is the rating of how much emotion this particular title would evoke in somebody. How they figure this out is beyond me. But, clearly this is not a big emotional button pusher here, all right? So all I got a score of 60, overall score is 69. All right, so now you can also, let's say you only have one shot, like a year-end sale or something. If you hit multiple input, you can put several headlines and it's going to rate them all, and you can see which one has the best shot according to this tool. Now this is not a substitute for actual split testing, which is much more complicated. But it's very convenient to just say, oh, well, this third-party source has nothing in this says that this headline has the best chance of success because it has these power words and this overall score and this sentiment score says it does. So if you don't know and you don't have a big focus group or loads of people to split test on, this gives you the best chance of one-shot deals, making them successful. So really, really great tool. And if you can edit this a little bit and then click reanalyze if you want. So this is part 2 of my secret weapon. I mean, this is dirt cheap. I don't know how much it's going for, like $30-some now for both. I mean, this is crazy not to have this or just be guessing for a lousy $30. So check the link below. Click over there and get yourself a copy. And they have great training on how to use it and all that stuff. All right, there's my secret weapon.